Giuseppe, what are you doing?
I'm taking the engine out of the Barracuda. If I don't, I'm doing it a lot easier. I want to do it once. You know why? Because I'm going to take the engine apart to put dual carbs. I'm going to take it back apart for the MSD. Take it back apart for the
Back
harness.
together, back and forth.
You know?
Take it apart,
so
put it back together.
So if I just do it once and that's it. The other reason
So what are you going to do?
I decided to take the engine out of my Barracuda because I just couldn't stand the flaking paint anymore. Well, I'm going to paint it up because I can't deal with this stuff anymore.
Oh, this flaking paint?
Oh, right. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a new alternator, chrome, with an internal regulator.
That's the best way to go.
I'm going to put a new harness, wiring harness for the whole car.
Needs it.
MSD, dual carbs.
Hey, do everything all at once.
Vouchering, I'm going to convert to roller.
What'd you do with the interior?
Well, I'm still looking for a car. If any of you guys know of a car I can find,
never know.
Help me out. Because I just can't find a car for nothing. You know?
You know, when in the 1990s, these cars were a dime a dozen, and nobody cared much for these because the Cudas were the hots. They came with Hemis and 440s and all that.
Right.
I can't find anything for this car. I mean, I've been looking like crazy, but they come around. They're either this crazy amount of money for something that's part of the ground. It's like literally a bucket of dirt. You know what I'm saying? It's not what it used to be.
It's not.
All right, so what's next?
Well, next I'm going to take the wires off. I already got the cap off. I took the wires apart. How beautiful.
And what else did you take off so far?
So far, I disconnected the torque converter and the alternator, and I took the complete exhaust apart. See?
Yeah, the fender well headers, huh?
Right, and I'm not putting these back on either. It's going to be complete open headers.
You're going to leave it open headers?
Open headers. I took the air filter off.
You're taking the whole engine apart?
No, I'm ripping it out.
Yeah, once you get it out, I'm saying, taking everything off?
Everything off.
So now wait a minute. You just rebuilt the carburetor not that long ago. You going dual carbs? You got to pick up a set of carbs.
I feel bad. I rebuilt the car, but it's not like I'm throwing it away. I'm still using it on something else.
Like what? Something you don't have yet. Yeah. Shopaholic, constantly looking for another car.
On Mopars, you got to be very careful. You know why? The two end runners, the back of the bolt.
Yeah.
Is connected to where the antifreeze flows.
That's right.
So the bolt the back of the bolt gets corroded. You snap it. That's not good.
Yeah, it doesn't want to come out.
Right.
Yeah,
so you got to be very careful about it. See this one? You got to be really careful. It's a little.
Yeah, a lot of cars they drill a hole and they thread it, but there is, let's say, aluminum or cast iron wall between where the cooling system is and where the bolt goes through. But these aren't like that. That's why sometimes you'll take them apart, you'll see antifreeze come out.
Right.
When they come off.
Alright, I'm gonna leave this one in just like that.
Oh, you got it loose. At least it's loose.
The other ones out. These will come out no problem.
Well, these, I don't know. Aren't these in there too?
No,
you're right. It's actually the two end bolts. Right? The two end bolts.
That comes right out. I love these headers, you know that? Fender well headers, right?
Yeah, they put these because if you look, the oil filter housings down there, the frame rails down there, so they don't fit. So they did the next best thing. Instead of straight down with the headers, they make them come up and around everything, frame the frame rail and everything, and it just comes straight down, and they look awesome.
When you see this, don't shit a brick. It's nothing. It's made like that. Now, that's, if you look, all the other holes aren't leaking antifreeze. It's only this one and the one all the way on the other side. That's it. The other ones aren't going to do it. I took the headers off. Okay. Nice and slow. There you go. Now, the exhaust manifolds are out. Okay, we already did drain the antifreeze on this car already, but it still has some. There's always a little bit left over. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the carburetor off and the fuel lines. You know why? Because I don't want it to get messed up because it's a very expensive carburetor. Not to mention, I did a repo kit on it and it works. So I want to put it on the shelf, and when I need it, I'm going to get it. It's a 750 CFM. Okay. That's that. So now I'm taking the cables off, but I don't want to do it by taking all the brackets off. Now I'm gonna hear these comments, like crazy comments, I shouldn't be putting tools on here. We're painting this anyway. But if I wasn't, the tools wouldn't be on there. Took the carb off. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the carburetor on the bench. Then after, when I have time to take all the gas out, I'll take it out and put it in the car. Very nice.
Giuseppe, how's it going?
Pretty good. I'm just putting the drain on. Just drink some antifreeze to make sure all of it is out. I've got to take the radiator out. Ah. See? It's out. After this is out, we're going to take the bolts. We're going to take the belt housing apart. Take all the bolts off and take it from there. And took the radiator out. Friggin' Dabra, baby. Making it happen. Next. I was looking for my load leveler to pull out the engine on my Barracuda, but I couldn't find it. I used it a couple months back on a collision job. It was a Chevy Suburban. The requirements to fix the job was I had to pull the engine out in order to straighten the frame rails. I thought maybe I left it in the engine compartment of it, but there's no way I would do something like that. But then I remembered where it was. Hey, Daddy, I have a question.
Yeah.
You know where that leveling tool is to pull engines out of a car?
Yeah. It's in the corner.
You sure?
Should be right in the corner.
I literally have no idea. Oh, you know where it is? Oh my. Okay. Do you know where it is?
So,
You know who. We gave it to him. We lent it to him.
o cazzo che la ballangulga.
Him.
Go call him. Call him up.
No,
Go call him and tell him. That's like 3 months ago. Go tell him to give it back.
And then we forget about it.
I got shit to do and then I can't do it.
This is what happens when you lend somebody your tools and they don't give it back. They take advantage of you. Hey, is your son there? All right, thank you. Bye. He's on vacation until next week.
Vacation.
Vacation.
And now what the heck are we gonna do?
I have no idea. I can't believe I have to call people to remind them to return the tools. I mean, we were nice enough to lend it to them, and then they don't return it back? What is that? I would never, ever do something like that. This engine was supposed to be out yesterday, and I didn't do it because of these insurance people keep coming.
Go call Sandrine Gavazette. Go call him. The tool guy. The tool
yes.
guy, and he's gotta have one.
Okay, got it.
I gotta buy new
I
ones.
have a quick question though.
Yeah.
Why do you call him that?
Because every time we go on vacation, he puts short pants on, and then he takes the socks and he pulls them all the way up to his neck. That's why we call him that.
That's good stuff. Hey, what's up? It's Giuseppe at Giuseppe's Garage. Yeah, we need a little favor. We need that leveling tool to get engines out of a car. Do you have one? Okay, good. Can you bring it to us? All right, you got it. All right, thanks, bro. Bye. He said he's an hour away from here, but he's gonna bring it to us right now.
All right,
He's on his way now. All right?
At least you finished pulling the engine out.
You're telling me that thing should have been out a long time ago.
All right. Now, bring the cherry picker. Hook it up. Go down. All right, go up. Go ahead. Okay, up, up. All right, let's check and make sure that everything is where it needs to be. Go ahead. All right, lower it down a little bit.
And that's how you do it. Check it out. Now tomorrow I can disassemble it.
Giuseppe, we done for today?
Yes, it's 7 o'clock at night. It doesn't look like it because
I
it's...
am going to have one of these new cigars that Joe Bonanno sent me. San Giuseppe, St. Joseph cigars. These things are awesome.
Really? Check it
Cool
out.
cigar. Joe Bonanno sent me a nice pack of these. Awesome cigars, man. We're going to go rip one up right now. Check it out. They got the coolest logo there. And we're going to go bust this up. I don't even want to smoke it. It's so beautiful. Look at it. Thanks, Joe Bonanno.
Class.
Now this is how you take over the world.